Okay, today I'm going to show you how to use Desmos and to graph with it. So this is for quadratics. So over here, we're going to graph y equals. So just type in y equals x squared. Now if you just type in the 2, it's subscript and you want superscript because you want it to be a square. So how you do that is you go down here and you use this a squared button and we'll put the superscript up there. So x squared. And then make sure you click outside of that, not as part of the superscript, plus say 2x plus 3. And that's how you graph, because over here it's graphing. Now there's a couple important things that you need to know. You need to know the vertex, you need to know the x-intercepts, and you need to know the y-intercept, and which way does it open, up or down. So just looking at this graph, it opens up because it goes off to the top. So this is going to go to positive infinity, both on the y, the positive side and the negative side. The vertex is our very bottom in this case. By just clicking on it, it's the point -1, 2. The y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. In this case, it's 0, 3. You can get both those by just clicking on those points. And this has no x-intercepts because it does not ever cross the x-axis. This would be an example of what it would look like if you had imaginary solutions, because it does not cross the x-axis. So let's do a different one. Let's say this time instead of positive 3, it's negative 3. Okay, again we have it. This is still opening up. The vertex now is at -1, -4. The y-intercept is right here at 0, 3. And now we have x-intercepts, there are 2 of them, at -3, 0, and at 1, 0. So these are your x-intercepts or your zeros. This is your y-intercept, and this is your vertex. Now, occasionally, things like this happen. And it's sitting, actually I'm going to make it this way. And if you notice that the vertex is sitting right on the x-intercept. So this is both the vertex and the x-intercept. And notice in this case it only has one x-intercept or one solution because the vertex is sitting right on it. And then here is your y-intercept. So sometimes it'll sit right on it, in which case you have one x-intercept. That's where the vertex is also. Sometimes it goes below, in which case you'll have two x-intercepts. And sometimes it doesn't cross at all, in which case you have no x-intercepts. Now, it doesn't always have to go up. Sometimes it can go down. So I'm going to give you a case of it going down. Okay. So in this case, it opens down. So you can say it opens down. We have a maximum. Our vertex is at 0, 4. Also happens to be the y-intercept. Those can sometimes be the same point. And then we have x-intercepts at -2, 0 and at 2, 0. So the things that you should be able to identify from Desmos are you should be able to find me the vertex. You should find any y-intercept. There should always be a y-intercept. You should be able to tell me which way it opens. This is called end behavior. So this is also known as end behavior. So this is way does it open? Does it open up or does it open down? And then you should be able to tell me any x-intercepts or zeros that there may be. And there may or may not be these. It's going to depend if it crosses the x-axis or not. So this could have either 0 of these. It could have 1 of them if the vertex happens to be on the x-intercept. Otherwise, there should be 2 of them. So be able to tell me the vertex, the y-intercept. There should always be a y-intercept. Which way it opens. Does it open up? Looks like a U-shape. Does it open down? Looks like a rainbow shape. And any x-intercepts that it may have. You should be able to do all of those things.